again, I didn't want to add it on, but I had a deal that we failed at dispositioning, which was a property. So I was like, okay, you know, we've got nothing to lose. Why don't we just try it on this property? And I'm going to do it myself. I wasn't going to have my dispo manager do it because I wanted to have some degree of familiarity with investor base if we were going to start using it more frequently. So I got in there and I worked it, and I came up with a list of 10 people in
Wow.
and I called them all, and I ended up finding a guy who was, his name was Sergio. He was on my cash buyer list, but he had ignored my initial efforts, and he hadn't made my custom list because I didn't know that he bought in this particular zip code, and I didn't know that he liked heavy. So I called him specifically instead of, just the mass email, the mass text. I called him specifically and I said, "Hey, and he was one of the 10 that I called, and I repitched the deal. I think I might have adjusted the pricing down. And long story short, this gentleman bought the deal. And we sold it to him for, I'm looking at the numbers, $36,389. That's the number off the HUD. And then the purchase price we had was $25,853. So the spread, if you're doing the math, was $10,535 off of a dead deal, completely dead deal. So I just, at that point I knew, I was like, okay, let's get off the free trial. We don't need any limitations with this tool. Let's get it full bore, and then let's graft it in and write it into our standard operating procedure for Dispo. And then that's just kind of grown.